How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Pardon me. Today we're kind of switching it up a little bit. Instead of going to the lake and stuff like that, we are going to be right next to the house, actually doing some creek fishing. Got this little creek that runs right by my house and everything here in Hominy, Oklahoma. And it is Bird Creek. Amazingly enough, it is one of the... not one of the few, but I mean, what I was trying to say is this creek is actually 1 mile short of being a river. It is that big. It runs mostly the entirety of Oklahoma, all the way down, and it's like, I think the minimum length to be a river is like 100 miles or something like that, and the creek is actually 99 miles long. So it runs pretty much through the heart of Osage County and on down towards eastern Oklahoma, down all the way down to Tulsa and stuff. But yeah, we're doing some creek fishing. Got a late start today. Kind of been my kids and stuff, had the kids and stuff today, so we've been just hanging out and stuff, kind of decompressing, taking a day off. So I'm switching out my, putting up the bait casters today and everything like that, and switching it for my little spinning combo. And then I've switched out the baits from the Ned rig. I'm going to be going with these little jigs, because mostly what's probably going to be in this little creek here, which I see some fish starting to feed, are probably going to be more like perch and bluegill, little fish. So you can't have too big of a bait or else they ain't going to bite on it. So I'm going to get started here. Going to probably start out with a little grub, swirl-tailed grub, maybe something kind of like this, and see what bites. And hopefully we catch some fish today. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so the strategy is I got this little swirl-tailed with the chartreuse head, and it is blue and white. I've been casting it right over here, right up underneath that tree limb and stuff like that, and I've already started getting a few bites. So all I'm really doing is kind of casting it out. I got a couple different kind of retrieves, so what I'll do is I'll cast it out, let it sink a little bit, kind of pop it, and then reel it in. Or sometimes I'll cast it out and then reel it back in real slow. Been getting a few bites on both, so probably it's just a little perch or bluegill, but hopefully one of them takes. Well, guys, it finally happened. I was fishing here with that, sorry, I don't have my chest camera on, but I was fishing here with my little grubs and stuff like that on the light one, and a guy came by who lives in the area and told me that there's been 2 and 3 pound bass caught out of here. So I went ahead and grabbed my bait casting combo with my spinner bait on it, and looky here, and he's a little bitty guy, probably only about probably less than a pound, my guess. But look how he ate this thing. And the funny thing was, like, I cast out in this creek, and I was reeling in a little bit ago, and he got all the way to the bank and top water strike this thing, which threw me off. But I mean, this little buddy, he's freaking awesome. Hold on one sec, let me get him undone here. Hooked in the side of the lip there. All right, there he is, guys. Like I said, he's only about a pound. Nah, he's less than a pound, probably half a pound maybe. Little bitty guy, but he went after my Googan bait, the bumper, with the 2 Colorado blades on it, and it's a big old bait, and he was hungry. Like I said, I've been getting tons of bites out here, which is amazing. I might have to switch to the creek fishing, which this is like I said, this is Bird Creek, and as far as I know, it's not a spring fed creek, so I mean, it still heats up. It's not like cold or anything like that, but I mean, he is kind of chilly, so maybe it is spring fed, I don't know. But I mean, he bit, and that is awesome to get my first bass on the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw him back so he can get back in there. Little bitty guy, there he goes, he's gone. So I'm gonna keep fishing here for a little while and see if I can catch some more bass or whatever else in here. Guy told me that he was fishing with marshmallows the other night. on the bottom, he caught about 6 or 7 pound catfish out of here. I mean, God knows, you never know what's in these creeks. I mean, I've seen a bunch of splashes up to the north of me, down upriver, up creek, and they were much bigger than perch. So, I mean, who knows? Like I said, I don't know what's in here. Could be gar, probably turtles, everything in here. So, I'm going to see if I can get another one to bite. So, wish me luck. All right, guys, and that is the conclusion of another day. It was a good time fishing today. Got out here about an hour or two before sundown. Lost the light here within the last 10-15 minutes. I didn't catch any more bass or any more fish after catching that half pounder there. Yeah, and I caught him, like I said, which was amazing, on this Googan Squad bumper. Like I said, it has the 2 Colorado blades on it. And this one's black and blue. They have like several different colors for that one. I was fishing originally just to try to fish, getting some perch and stuff to bite, and they were biting. They just never, they were probably too small to take the hook. They were biting at the tails. They were tearing up my grubs so much. I had to switch out grubs so many times, it wasn't even funny. But like I said, this is just a little creek right next to the house. I mean, and it runs almost the entirety of Oklahoma, which is kind of cool, and it's big in Osage County. There's a lot of creeks and stuff around here. I see people fishing this little creek all the time. There's just not too many places really to get in, you know, close to the water unless you get in the water. And I'm not exactly sure if I want to get in the water right now, because there's been some stagnant water problems here going on in Oklahoma, especially up in my area. I guess some people got meningitis from one of the lakes, swimming in one of the lakes. So never heard of that happening, but I'm not saying it can't happen. So, yeah, not exactly sure if I want to be walking down if the water's not moving very much, and we haven't gotten much rain in the last couple weeks. So, I mean, the water hadn't been moving. It's kind of murky. So, yeah, getting kind of stagnant, as hot as it's been. Good thing is it was kind of warmer today. Cooler today. I think the high of it got up to like 92, 93. With the humidity, it was only like 95. So that wasn't too bad. The evening feels really good. But it looks like in the forecast, temperature's supposed to start dropping. So probably means we're going to start catching some more bass. Like I said, we still got about little under a month before we can start going hunting. So we're going to be, me and Liam are going to be out sighting in our bows and everything like that again, getting ready. We do have some more pictures on the camera, and we finally got a buck coming in, and I'll share that with you on this video. He's actually a decent sized buck. So I think he was here last year at the hunting grounds, because Debbie, my fiance, killed her first deer last year, and she shot her little 8-point, and he is a little 8-point, but I think this is the other one. Last year he was only a 4-point, and this year he's a 8-point. But he's still kind of smaller rack wise, but I mean the body is a pretty good size. I'll punch up those and show you those on the camera here in a little bit. But we got more stuff coming. Like I said, we're going to get out fishing more. We're going to do some more fishing and hunting videos. Hopefully I know we're going to get us a couple deer this year. Hopefully Liam gets him a good one. Hopefully he gets his first deer. Like I said, there was that spike that I showed you guys the other day. And I think I'm going to try to see if he can't get that one this year. Be a good size little deer. Turns out that there is a couple spikes there, but one of them isn't an Elliott. He doesn't just have one on the right hand side of his head. He actually has 2 little spikes, which means they're probably only a year or 2 old. But usually after a year, if they're not developing a full 4 or 6 points and there's still a spike after the first year, usually that means that something's wrong with them. They're not going to get any bigger, or they're not going to grow a big rack or anything like that. So maybe a couple cull bucks, sorry, as I say, in the herd that I'm hunting this year. So I'm going to keep an eye on those too as the season goes, but I will get on the camera here in a little bit, and I will show you about this buck that came in last night. I mean, that was the funny part. We just went up there yesterday. I figured it would be a day or two before we would get any pictures, because we were there all day moving the cameras and everything like that around. But like I said, they came in there heavy last night. Lots of does, couple bucks. What I will say about this time is whenever the bucks start getting into what they call bachelor groups, all the bucks will kind of run together before the rut, and I think that's when they start identifying who the alpha male of the pack is going to be, or the herd is going to be this year or that year, if it's the same buck, every year. But even then, the alpha buck will roam around with all the other. They just kind of don't know why. I probably should research that a little bit. But yeah, they always get into like a little bachelor group. They call them a bachelor group, and they just kind of roam around, together. So you'll catch them all there, and that's usually right before hunting season, because as soon as hunting season starts, bow season, October, it's still warm and stuff like that, but they're getting close to the rut, so they will kind of start splintering from those groups. But yeah, as of today, it was a good day. Caught a fish finally on the channel. That one that I could show you. Like I said, he was only about a half pound, maybe. But that's awesome to know that they're in this little creek, like right next to my house. I won't have to, go, 20, 30 miles away just to try to catch a fish. So, but I'll hit you back, guys, when I'm looking at those cameras for those pictures of the deer. Stay tuned. All right, guys, here we're going back into the Moultrie app. Check on those cameras like I told you. It was really awesome catching that fish today. And the funny part about this is we have a lot of pictures. I still have like 5 or 6 days left in my, or no, I think I still have like 10 or 12 days left in my billing cycle. But if you check this, I've already maxed out at 1,000 pictures. That is crazy, but I've only used, 15 days left, and I got only 10 videos, so I'm probably going to change my thing here, which is kind of cool. You can go in and figure out how to set this thing, and you can get in here, and you go into right here where it says photo and video. You can set it to photo and video, which is cool. That way I could still get some stuff. Yeah, I can still get up to 10 videos. I've got 15 days left because I'm not getting any more pictures. That's as much as we get now. I will say the other day when we went out there and redid the deer corn and mixed it in with the buck bourbon and stuff like that, and reset the blind and stuff. If you haven't checked out that video yet, it's on my page. You might check it out too. There was a lot of pictures of us, so kind of wasted a lot of pictures on that, so that's my fault. But I can go ahead and do this right here and have them do videos. That way at least I can get like 9 more videos. So, and then whenever my plan renews or I change my plan, it'll upload all those pictures that it's been taking for like the last couple days since it's been maxed out. Hopefully I can get to the point where I can do the unlimited videos and unlimited pictures here for too long. It's only like an extra $5, which I'm probably going to do that. But as I was saying, here is a couple of pictures of, this is, I'm not 100% sure if that's Big Mama or not, but they're coming in here regularly, and that's during the day. This doe probably a couple years old. She is light brown but not too dark, so she's probably not fully mature, but I know she's probably had a couple of fawns this year, and I believe there is that little spike. See how the coloring, he's about 2-3 years old, but he's not getting any antlers. And here is a young doe right in here. She maybe a year, maybe going 2 years old. But let me see, that I was so excited the other day whenever this one came in. Yeah, as you can see, we get a lot of pictures of him at night and stuff. And here is that spike again at night. He's coming in there regularly, but the other night this bad boy showed up. And like I said, he's a little 8-point. He's almost fully mature, probably about a 3 or 4 year old. Not sure if he's going to be the alpha big buck this year. I'm pretty sure that Big Daddy is still out there in that area. But this is not Big Daddy. Big Daddy was at least a 12 to 14 point, and he was a lot bigger than this guy. But this buck is pretty big. He's a decent sized buck. So if Liam gets that spike during bow season, during rifle season when we go out, I might let him shoot this one. Or if this guy presents himself during bow season, which is only a couple weeks away, I might take him down myself. Really, I focus more on does because the does, the meat's a little bit more tender and less gamey. But I'll take this boy down. You see, he came in here really early, and he came back through here, I think, most of these pictures, and he's there with that little spike right there. And this is about midnight, almost 12:30 in the morning on the 6th. So he's coming through there. And like I said, hopefully I've got more pictures of him. Like I said, my plan's maxed out, so I gotta change that around. But that's what's going on with that. And like I said, but you saw him in there with that other little spike. And I haven't seen the other second spike come through there yet either. Just that same one spike. So there's probably, last year we got pictures of about 5 or 6 bucks. Some of them were like 4 points, couple spikes, couple big bucks. So I think they're starting to get into their badger pads. And then looky there, there's all of us when we're out there. And like I said, that's just a bunch of wasted photos. I hate it, but it happens. But the funny thing is this is what I thought was kind of cool. We were out there at 4:25, right? I figured we wouldn't catch anything that night. And then literally a couple hours later, this doe came in there. So, I mean, they're used to our scent. They know the food is there, so that means that's a good thing. So stay tuned with us, guys. If you like this content, let me know. Like and subscribe.